Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Ultra League as the leagues have rotated. Let's check out this team featuring the Cresselia with the Shadow Feraligatr and the Shadow Typhlosion in the back. So we got the Shadow Dragonite to deal with. Very fast move pressure. There's going to be a Moonblast goes to grab a shield and then we switch out of there. Anticipating an answer for this. Okay, they're going to throw a move here, Dragon Claw. We are going to tank in, and we see the Tentacruel in the back. So we're going to deal as much damage as we can with this Feraligatr. Try to farm down, I guess, and have energy for that Dragonite. Looks like they are going to be able to throw a move here. We have to let this go. Ends up being the Scold. We're going to fire off a Grass Knot here to almost take it out. They switch out into their Dragonite. We're going to go into our Typhlosion, and we're going to have two shields for the Typhlosion to try to win the game. They're going to throw the move, and it looks like we're going to fire off a Thunder Punch. This is going to grab a shield, or it's going to get the KO. Unfortunately, they have the Licky in the back. Licky is going to be able to take out our Typhlosion with its fast moves, and Cresselia is way too low to do any more damage. So that was a very tanky team. Shadow Dragonite with the Licky and that Tentacruel. Also, it was in Shadow, so it was more tankier than usual. All right, next game. Let's see if we can wiggle out of some situations. We got the Cresselia versus the Gastrodon here. This is going to be a favorable matchup for us as they are going to take double super effective Grass Knots here. I believe they can tank one, though. Yeah, they can tank one, so that is going to get let go. Interesting that they're staying in. We do get our defense deep up, so we're going to fire off this Grass Knot and take it out, and let's see what they have in the back. There is the Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz and Tentacruel in the back is going to be interesting because both of them are going to be pretty decent against this Shadow Feraligatr, so we're just going to deal as much damage as possible with our Hydro Cannons. Okay, at least we get this Tentacruel into the low yellow. We tank the Scold, and we threaten potential KO here. They decide to shield. We're going to switch out of there so that we don't get farmed down. And now we see the Mandibuzz come back in. We shield the Dark Pulse. We're going to build up a good amount of energy, fire off this Thunder Punch, and they decide to shield it. We're going to have to tank one anyways, so we tank the Dark Pulse right there. Shield here, and then we're going to make sure we throw this Thunder Punch immediately. Will this take it out from this range? Not quite. We are going to have to fire off another Thunder Punch. That's going to take out the Mandibuzz, and then the Tentacruel is quite low to take down all three of our Pokemon, so they decide to GG Squid. So, well played by us. Luckily, the alignment worked in our favor, and Shadow Typhlosion, kind of a decent journalist right now. All right, we got the Cresselia versus the Drapion. Okay. We're going to stand from now. We can tank one, but we got to see what movesets they're running. They're going to fire off a Crunch. Okay. That did a good amount of damage. We're going to fire off this Moonblast. Dealt roughly 40% right there. Unfortunately, we couldn't switch out, so we're going to have to just tank the move and play the Zero Shields, I guess. The Moonblast goes through, gets it into the low red. We try to snipe their energy, but they're going to have energy to throw another Crunch. We're going to have Feraligatr here versus the Galarian Moltres. We're going to throw the Hydro Cannon and then fire off another Hydro Cannon. This is going to get one shield, and we get the Galarian Moltres into the yellow. Here we're going to have to try to farm down, I guess. Ancient Power gets revealed. You're going to double shield here because this is our last viable Pokemon. They switch out into the Drapion, but we are able to farm it down. They decide to shield, and they're very close to a move, so we're going to have to fire off this Thunder Punch. Let's see what's in the back. Okay, low kicks in the back. Ooh, great timing on their part. I don't think a Thunder Punch would have been able to take it out, but unfortunately for us, we lose barely because of the one move from that low kicks. All right, we got the Cresselia versus the Greninja. Not the best matchup for our team here. Gonna be a core breaker for the entire team, but we're gonna try to do our best here. Firing off this Grass Knot. Okay, they do tank the first one because they know they can tank one. We're gonna fire off another Grass Knot. It does grab the shield. They're over farming as well. There's the Night Slash. We do avoid the debuff at least. And at this point, we're just going to let it go and try to gain a ton of energy with our Feraligatr. Night Slash does get revealed. We do not get the farm down right there, so we're going to have to shield here. They go for the Hydro Cannon, and we're going to be able to farm down. So tons of energy on the Feraligatr. We're going to be able to throw back at this Tentacruel. We're going to be able to get to 3 Hydro Cannons though, so this is going to get it into the low yellow or even red for lucky. And now it just comes down to what do we think is in the bag. Double Waters have been revealed. We're going to switch out of there. Our opponent does throw the Scold. We avoid the debuff, and there's the Weezing. So Weezing lurking in the back. We're going to fire off this Thunder Puncher, grabbing the last shield. Okay, and let's see if we can take this out with a Blast Burn. Oh, unfortunately, our opponent does get to another Brutal Swing, and they are going to be able to get to another Brutal Swing right there. We needed to get to 2 moves, I believe, to win this game. This Tentacruel, unfortunately, able to catch our move, and now they're going to be able to come back in. So well played by our opponents, honestly. I believe we needed to get to 2 moves anyways, so that was a great catch by them. All right, we're going to make a slight adjustment. This Feraligatr here is just facing a lot of uphill battles. And we're going to use the Jellicent for this last game here. All right, Shadow Granbull switched into their Primeape. Interesting switch. We are going to use our Jellicent here to try to break down the Primeape. Looks like they're going to be able to fire off 2 Rage Fists. And we're going to fire off this Shadow Ball. It's going to get the KO or it's going to get the shield. Our opponent is able to get to another Rage Fist. So this Primeape is triple boosted at this point. But we do have the shield advantage. And we have this Cresselia. So this Cresselia is going to have to tank a lot of moves. We're going to fire off this Grass on, and it does grab that last shield. And that's not bad. But these Rage Fists are going to deal a ton of damage. Quadruple boosted at this point. We're going to shield once here. Let's see if they... Okay, they do switch out into the Granbull. They have to tank that move, but unfortunately it gets them in farm down range. When we get the farm down, and now we're in a great spot because Typhlosion with a ton of energy. We see the Annihilate lurking in the back. Double fighters. We're going to fire off this Blast Burn. Huge damage. We're going to be able to farm down after this shield, and now we're going to have a ton of energy to throw back at that Primeape, which is relatively low. You can see right there, unable to win that game because we're going to have the Blast Burn. So GG's to our opponent. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.